Folks, listen up. This is huge. The hugest. Nobody says it better than me, believe me. I wake up yesterday. My butler, we just call him Yes Sir because that's all he says, comes running in. Sir, eggs are now $9 each. $9 for one egg. I said, what the hell is this? This isn't inflation anymore. This is Sleepy Joe personally sneaking into my fridge at Mar-a-Lago and taking a Golden Trump branded dump right on my breakfast tray. We've reached the point where it's cheaper to buy a live chicken, film yourself chopping its head off on TikTok Live for clout and call it sustainable content creation than to buy a dozen eggs. And you know why? Because Kamala opened her mouth again and said we're getting to the root causes. Root causes? The only roots left in her brain are growing French fries and disappointment. Okay, hold on to your MAGA hats. Here comes the nuclear punchline. They keep saying, Trump, you gonna whine about Ukraine again? I'm not whining. I'm asking a simple question. We sent them $200 billion. Where's the viral video of Zelensky in that green t-shirt doing a backflip while screaming, God bless America? Not one clip. For that kind of money, I expected at least a circus act. Bear on a unicycle juggling NATO flags with his teeth. But no, just more PowerPoint slides and begging emojis. And Putin? Putin's a genius, a total genius. He sits in the Kremlin, watches our gas prices hit $7 a gallon, and thinks, I haven't even started yet. I just sneezed toward Europe, and now their milk costs more than my new mega yacht marina. Meanwhile, we hit him with sanctions and a brand new season of The Masked Singer. Brilliant foreign policy, folks. Absolute masterclass. Now the dirtiest one. Get ready. This is gonna be legendary. Kamala wants to be president. Kamala! The one who laughs like someone's tickling her feet with a heated silicone special edition presidential dildo on its last battery. Every time she cackles at a press conference, I'm sitting there thinking, sweetheart, did you just win the lottery, or is there a malfunctioning vibrator hiding in your purse going full turbo? And she wants the nuclear football? She'll open it, see the big red button, and go, ooh, shiny. Can I press it for my next ASMR video? Tingles guaranteed. So here's the new slogan, the most powerful, the most beautiful, the most tremendous in human history. Make my eggs affordable again before Kamala devours them all with sriracha and calls it food equity. MMAAA. Huge, tremendous, very delicious, very Trump. Thank you. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. And please, for the love of God, stop feeding the squirrels in the park. Those little bastards are worth more per pound than my steak at Trump Grill now. Good night, and don't forget to grab my new fragrance, Covfefe No. 5. Smells like victory, a hint of Diet Coke, and just a whisper of triggered liberals. Fantastic. The best.
Folks, this is Donald J. Trump, Tariff Commando, the biggest tariff ninja in the history of the universe. Today, I'm slapping on tariffs so huge, even the penguins on Heard Island are paying 10,000% for their fish. Yeah, penguins are in debt to America now. Make Antarctica great again. China, 2,000%. Xi Jinping calls me crying. Donald, our factories, our children. I go, Xi, your kids already look like Timothy Chalamet after a Kylie Jenner tear diet. Now your electric car costs as much as his whole Met Gala wardrobe, 450 grand. Want it cheaper? Let Chalamet build it from his curls and sad eyes. He just won a Golden Globe. time to work, pretty boy. Mexico, 666% on avocados, because guacamole is green poison for real Americans. Now avocados cost more than Leonardo DiCaprio pays to keep his exes quiet. Leo calls, "Donald, I love young avocados." I say, "Leo, your avocados are 25 now. Pay the tariff or eat pasta for $9,000, like in your K-pop memes. You're too old for this tariff, bro." Europe, Macron, that French Chalamet on retirement. "Donald, our wine." I go, "Emmanuel, your cheek kiss cost $1,200 now. Want free? Go kiss Katy Perry after her space flight. She smooched ground like it was Snoop Dogg post-blunt. And cheese? 1,500%. Camembert stinks more expensive than your career after my tariffs.
Canada, Justin Trudeau, Morgan Wallen shampoo bottle, 999% on maple syrup. Why? It's loser syrup for people singing God's country while living in God's basement. Now Canadians lick their skis for the price of a Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl ticket. Beyoncé calls, "Donald, I'm the tortilla king. I don't need syrup." I say, "Queen Bee, your tortillas get a pass, but only if you sing Tariff on the Haters. Otherwise, 500% on the whole beehive." Sabrina Carpenter whining on Insta, "Donald, my nachos got reheated." I go, "Sabrina, your nachos cost as much as your last album now. Overpriced and burnt. 1,000% on anything reheated. Even your Chapel Roan jokes. Reheat this tariff, baby." Elon Musk sitting there crying Martian tears. "Donald, batteries got expensive." I go, "Elon, you're the efficiency king now. Efficiency means Tesla at 250 grand, while Chinese cars hit 1 million. Dance for the tariff, spaceman, or I slap 3,000% on your rockets. You'll walk to Mars with Leonardo DiCaprio and his new 19-year-old. They'll whine the whole way. Where's the pasta? Where's the K-pop? Last punch, the dumbest and scariest. I'm putting 1,000,000% tariff on Jamie Foxx doing my impression. Because he's too good at it. It's dangerous. It's un-American. Every time Jamie says "you're fired" in my voice, he pays me $1 million. Or I make him play me in Naked Gun 5. The tariff strikes back. Leslie Nielsen rolling in his grave going, "That's gotta hurt." Thank you. God bless America. And God bless my tariffs. They're so dumb, so huge, so Naked Gun level ridiculous.
Folks, welcome to the Oscars 2026, or as I call it, the most rigged, fake, boring night in Hollywood history. They begged me to come, believe me. They said, "Donald, please, our ratings are in the toilet, save us." Look at these nominees. Best Picture, Begonia, seriously? A movie about two morons kidnapping a woman because they think she's an alien. That's not cinema. That's what Biden sees every morning when he looks in the mirror. F1, Brad Pitt running in circles faster than I run from fake news. But guess what? He's still gonna lose because it's on Apple TV. Nobody pays for that garbage. Nobody. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. Another monster, more tears, more "oh, we're all so lonely." Listen, if you want a real monster, look at Hollywood trying to cancel me for the last 10 years. That's the real freak show. Hamnet, Shakespeare tragedy, Jessie Buckley crying for 2 hours straight. Folks, this isn't art. This is what your wife makes you watch when she wants you to feel guilty. Nobody finished it. Admit it. Marty Supreme with Timothy Chalamet, billionaire kid playing ping pong. Ping pong? They give Oscars for this? I play golf better than he plays ping pong, and I got 0 nominations. Total injustice. One battle after another. Paul Thomas Anderson, Leo DiCaprio, 13 nominations. They think if they nominate the same movie 50 times, I'll stop saying it's fake. Leo playing another sad guy. Poor Leo. He's 50 now and still chasing an Oscar and girls under 25. The Secret Agent, Brazilian movie, 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Nobody watched it, but everybody pretends it's a masterpiece. Classic Hollywood, praise what nobody actually saw. Sentimental value, Norwegians crying about feelings, boring. I'd give them an Oscar for fastest way to fall asleep. Sinners by Ryan Coogler, 16 nominations, a record. Vampires, Blood, Michael B. Jordan. You know why it's a record? They threw every category at it, even Best Door Slam. I thought my record was untouchable, most watched president ever.
Train dreams. Trains, dreams, sadness. The movie is so slow I built the wall twice while they were still riding. Nobody finished it. Everyone passed out by minute 12. The actors? Timothy Chalamet, nominated for looking like a sulky teenager. Leo for refusing to age. Michael B. Jordan for being black and handsome. Everything by quota, folks. And who's gonna win in the end? Sinners or one battle. Doesn't matter. The real winner tonight is me, because I'm here and they still can't cancel me. Thank you, Hollywood. You're all losers, and I'm your president forever. Make Oscars great again. Oh, and also, subscribe to this channel. Then for the next Oscars, I'll make my own movie, and Biden will write the script.
Friends, beautiful Americans, people with the biggest IQs in history, listen up because I'm about to reveal my final genius, nobody ever did this before, plan to take over the entire world. It's gonna be so beautiful, so huge you won't even believe it. Believe me. First phase, Mar-a-Lago. Everything's already set. In every fountain, every pool, every bidet, special golden koi carp. I fed them steaks and peanut M&Ms personally. They're already the size of small dogs. I had chips implanted, the most expensive chips, Chinese ones, but I got them at the lowest price in history because I'm the greatest negotiator ever. These fish now obey only my voice. I just yell, "Freedom," once, and they leap out of every fountain on the planet at the same time. Imagine Tokyo, Paris, the Kremlin, everywhere, my giant orange carp flying through the air, biting people on the ankles. Total chaos. Nobody expects an attack from below the water. That's my ace number one.
Second phase, monkeys. I already signed a contract with the best monkeys, the smartest, the meanest, with the biggest, well, you know. I implant chips straight into their brains, not regular chips. These are Wi-Fi 6G chips that don't even exist yet, but I bought them in advance. They only listen to me and one command. Go get 'em, monkeys. After that, they start jumping all over the world, storming parliaments, yanking the pants off prime ministers, throwing bananas with surprises inside, little notes that say, "You're fired." Angela Merkel doesn't sleep without panties anymore because my monkeys know exactly where her bedroom is. Very dirty monkeys, very horny. I trained them personally. Third phase, celebrities, the most beautiful part. I call Kim Kardashian. I say, Kimmy, baby, wanna be the first lady of the world? She goes, oh my God, yes. I tell her, then take that biggest ass in history and sit on the faces of every world leader, one by one. While they're suffocating from happiness, I walk in and sign the surrender. Works every time. Already field tested on Boris Johnson. He still walks around grinning like an idiot.
Fourth phase, my personal favorite trick. I release my new fragrance line, Trump Victory. The scent, a mix of Victory cigars, money, a little golf course sweat, and alpha male essence. One drop, and every woman on earth starts screaming, Donald, take me. Men just drop to the ground and hand over the keys to their countries. Extremely effective, extremely sexy. Nobody ever did anything like it. And finally, when the whole world is mine, I declare myself Emperor of the Universe, but with style. I won't sit on a throne. I'll sit naked on a giant pile of cash, wearing a crown made of hamburgers. Every day at noon Greenwich time, I'll step out on the Mar-a-Lago balcony and shout, who's your daddy now, world? And everybody will answer, you, sir. You are our daddy. It's going to be so beautiful. The biggest world takeover in history. Nobody even came close. Thank you. God bless you. God bless the monkeys. God bless the fish. And God bless my huge, tremendous, beautiful plan. And if you don't like it, you're fake news. Get out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the fake news people in the back who hate me but still came, tonight I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna conquer Iran. Very soon, pretty quickly. The fastest conquest in history, believe me. We don't need stupid generals with their maps and their PowerPoints. No, I have better ideas, tremendous ideas, the best. First plan? Hamsters, thousands of them, little tiny hamsters. We train them, very smart hamsters, the smartest. I'll call them Trump hamsters. We drop them by parachute over Tehran. They start digging like crazy, looking for the underground bunkers, because Iran loves bunkers, right? Deep, deep bunkers. But my hamsters, they dig faster than Mexican workers on my wall. 1 week, boom, all bunkers exposed. The Ayatollahs come out coughing sand, saying, Donald, please stop. I say, too late. My hamsters already won. Second idea? Music warfare. Psychological. Very powerful. We put huge speakers on the border. Miles and miles of speakers. 24/7, non-stop. We play, wait for it, the entire discography of, dramatic pause, Kanye West. No, wait, better. We play Kid Rock. Kid Rock screaming Ba with a Bada at 200 decibels. Or even better, we play Cotton Eye Joe on repeat. For months, the Iranians will go insane. They'll surrender just to make it stop. Please, Donald, take our oil, take our uranium. Just turn off the redneck techno. Tremendous. Third plan, beauty pageant. I'm serious. We hold Miss Universe, Iran edition, right in the middle of the Persian Gulf, on a giant floating stage. I'll be the host, of course. The contestants, all the top Iranian generals in dresses, high heels, makeup. They have to walk the runway in front of the world. If they trip, airstrike. If they smile too much, more airstrikes. The winner gets a green card in a Trump Tower condo. The losers, back to the bunker with the hamsters. Ratings through the roof. Biggest TV event ever. Bigger than the Super Bowl. Fourth idea,
We send in influencers, MAGA TikTokers, the best ones. They go viral dancing on Iranian tanks, renegade on Revolutionary Guard vehicles, duets with mullahs. One viral video and poof, regime collapses from embarrassment. Grandma, why is the supreme leader doing the grimace shake challenge? Done. War over. And finally, my favorite. We build a giant wall around the whole country. Huge wall, beautiful wall, paid for by Iran. How? Easy. We tell them, pay up or we keep the hamsters inside forever. They'll pay. They always pay when Trump's involved. So that's it, folks. Hamsters, Kid Rock, beauty pageants, TikTok, and a big, beautiful wall. Iran will be ours, very soon, pretty quickly. And when it's done, I'll play golf on the ruins, best golf course in the Middle East, Trump-Tehran links, par 3 every hole, because I'm that good. Thank you, America. We're gonna win so much, you're gonna get tired of winning. Especially the Iranians. They're already tired. Good night.
Hey friends, if you enjoyed this madness, subscribe to the channel right now. Hit the button and become part of the greatest victory on the internet. This is the best channel ever, believe me. Without a subscription, you're a loser like Biden in a basement.
Folks, this is Donald J. Trump, impeachment gladiator. I got impeached twice. That's like winning 2 Super Bowls, except no ring and a crowd of crying Democrats. And now everybody wants to impeach me again? Ha! Let me impeach all of you first. Nancy Pelosi? That grandma with the gavel now looks like Chapel Roan after she forgot to put on a dress for the red carpet. Bright, dramatic, and everybody's like, what the hell is this? I'm impeaching her for those old hairs, 2,000%. Now every single curl costs as much as a ticket to Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl. Expensive, and nobody understands the lyrics anyway. Adam Schiff? This guy is like Macaulay Culkin showing up at awards after 35 years, and everyone's going, oh, he's still alive? I'm impeaching him for looking like the lost kid from Home Alone stuck in Congress. Impeachment on your Russia screams. Now every time you yell, you pay me like Jenna Ortega pays to look scared in every movie. Kamala, she's giggling. Impeachment is a process. I go, Kamala, your process is like Ariana Grande hitting those high notes. Everybody thinks, wow. Then, oh, it's just a squeak. Impeachment on your word salads, 3,000%. Now every unburdened by what has been costs as much as her new perfume. Sweet, but nobody's buying. Tim Waltz, that Minnesota guy, is like Stellan Skarsgård at the Golden Globes, sitting so far from the stage he had to walk 3 days just to pick up his award. I'm impeaching him for the accent. Now every time he says Minnesota nice, he pays me for each ooh-yah, or I'll make him dance like Jeff Goldblum in the meme. Eyes closed, hands in the air, everybody's like, what is he even doing? Nikki Glaser hosting the Golden Globes and joking about me? I go, Nikki, you make fun of my weight? I'm impeaching you for humor. Now every punchline is 5,000%. You'll only joke about the weather, and even then with censorship. She calls Wanda. Wanda, save me. Wanda, I'll save you with my stare. I go, Wanda, your stare is impeached. It's scarier than Teyana Taylor jumping out of her chair at the awards. Instant jump scare for everybody. Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl? Everybody's memeing him. I go, Bad Bunny, you're hopping like a rabbit. Impeachment on those ears, 10,000%. Now you're bad impeachment bunny, hopping into court and paying me for every pereo. Odessa A. Zion ignoring Kylie? I go, Odessa, you're ignoring Kylie Jenner? That's impeachment level sass. Impeachment on your ignoring. Now you have to look at everybody like they just won an Oscar, even me. Last punch, the dumbest, most sudden, most brain-dead one in history. I'm impeaching every hamster in America because they run in their wheels 24/7 and not once voted for me. Traitors. Now every hamster pays $1 million impeachment tax for every single wheel spin. If they don't pay, I confiscate their tiny houses and make them live in a goldfish bowl. Picture it, little hamsters sitting in water, waving tiny paws, while goldfish swim around going, bloop, bloop, pay the tariff, you fluffy loser. Hamsters are now officially impeached hamsters, and the goldfish too, for just floating around doing nothing. Impeachment on those fins. All hamsters and goldfish straight into debt with Donald. Make hamsters pay again. Thank you. God bless America, and God bless my impeached hamsters. They're so wet, so round, so why me level.
Folks, this is Donald J. Trump, the toughest, the craziest, the most unstoppable president of all time. Today, the punches are harder than steel, dumber than a hammer, and dirtier than my old golf club after a rainstorm. Hold on tight, because this is gonna get real rough. Billie Eilish at the new awards show, all in black, green hair, that I hate everyone stare. I go, Billie, you look like you just crawled out of my old washing machine after it ran a cycle on all my suits. Your songs are so depressing, even the cockroaches in the Mar-a-Lago basement start crying and saying, Donald, turn this off. We want to live. And the cockroach in the golden tuxedo next to me whispers, if I had hair like that, I'd have taken the world already, with one antenna. Harry Styles on stage in a skirt and feathers? I go, Harry, you're dancing in a skirt? Cute, but my tie is still longer than your skirt. Every twirl you do is a challenge to my hips, and they answer back, come on, kid, show me what you got, then go put on some real pants. And the pigeon on the roof flaps its wings. If I wore a skirt, I'd have crapped myself from up high, and that would be my best performance.
Margot Robbie on the red carpet in a dress with a slit up to heaven? I go, Margot, that slit is so deep, even my toads in the Mar-a-Lago pond started croaking with jealousy. They're sitting there watching. Donald, if we had a slit like that, we'd be jumping straight to Hollywood and back to the pond in 5 seconds flat. And the toad wearing a crown yells, one more step, and I'm jumping right in there and staying forever. Sabrina Carpenter singing about espresso and boys? I go, Sabrina, you sing about espresso? My coffee is stronger than your songs and hotter than your videos. Every That's That Me espresso is like one of my Truth Social posts, short, punchy, and wakes everybody up screaming, what the hell did I just hear? And the pigeon on the wire caws, if I drank espresso, I'd be flying faster than your career takes off. Dua Lipa on stage in a leopard outfit? I go, Dua, you're in leopard print? Nice, but my basement cockroaches wear leopard better. They were born in it. You move like you've got dynamite in your pants, and I'm sitting here thinking if she jumps one more time, I'll personally buy her a new outfit made from my old tie. The cockroach whispers, "Donald, we can move like that too, just without the music and without the paycheck." Last punch. The dumbest, roughest, most out-of-nowhere one in history. I declare all the cockroaches, toads, and pigeons are now my personal special forces. Cockroaches crawl the walls yelling, "We're invisible but terrifying." Toads jump and croak, "We leap higher than your enemies." Pigeons fly overhead and crap on anyone who opposes me. This isn't bombs, this is a patriotic gift. Picture it, me on stage surrounded by an army of cockroaches in tiny tuxedos, toads in mini crowns, and pigeons with American flags taped to their wings. I yell, "This is my new squad, Roach Toad Pigeon Force." Anyone comes at me gets eaten by cockroaches, drowned by toads, and bombed by pigeons until they look unrecognizable. Now they're officially Trump's Dirty Dozen. Thank you. God bless America. And God bless my cockroaches, toads, and pigeons. They're so fast, so slimy, so we don't clean up, we win level. Hey, America. This is Donald J. Trump, your 47th president, the most beloved president in history, believe me. Today, I'm going to tell you something very important. These modern TV shows everybody's watching, the Pitt, One Piece, Industry, Paradise, the Madison, total garbage, liberal propaganda, woke nonsense, boring as hell. Nobody really wants to watch that crap, but I know exactly how to make them great again. I would remake every single one of them Trump style. Huge, sexy, stupid, hilarious, and very, very American. With animals in the lead roles, golden toilets, orgies, and my best ideas ever. Nobody's ever done anything like this. It's gonna be tremendous. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be the greatest television in the world. Listen closely, because I'm about to tell you everything. First, the Pitt, this boring medical show about doctors in Pittsburgh. I'm remaking it as the Pit Bull. The main character is a massive pit bull named Rex, my personal friend, very loyal. He's the head surgeon. No hands, no problem. He operates with his teeth and his golden balls, the biggest, most beautiful balls in the history of medicine. Patient bleeding out, Rex just licks the wound, growls, "You're fired," and the guy jumps up healthy from pure terror. The nurses, all hot mares, real horses in tiny little scrubs. It's gonna be sexy, it's gonna be patriotic, ratings through the roof, straight to the moon. Next, One Piece, that ridiculous pirate cartoon about a rubber boy. I'm turning it into one piece of ass. The hero is me, Donald Trump, in a super stretchy rubber suit, just like my poll numbers after debates. Instead of pirates, Republicans on a yacht searching for One Piece, a giant golden toilet with covfefe written on it. Instead of devil fruits, vitamin D delivered by the hottest Chinese girls. Instead of fights, orgies with mermaids who have tits the size of watermelons and MAGA flags on their tails. In the finale, I eat that toilet and become king of the pirates and the whole world. 2 billion views on day one. China in shock. Biden in diapers. Moving on, Industry, about those young Wall Street wolf bankers. Boring, gay drama, backstabbing. My version, Bigly Industry. Instead of finance guys, billionaire farmers in cowboy hats trading Bitcoin and alpaca steaks. The main star is my son Barron, but he's 40 feet tall with a dick like an elephant. Trump genetics, the best. Instead of deals, gay bull rodeo where the bulls finish in rainbows.
And at the end, everybody does a golden shower right on the Statue of Liberty. Very wet, very American. Feminists will lose their minds. Perfect.
Paradise, post-apocalypse in a bunker, pure depression. I'm making paradise with benefits. The bunker is Mar-a-Lago underground. Non-stop party, the best steaks, the most beautiful 10 out of 10 models. The waiter is a talking donkey who serves covfefe and says, "Sir, your coffee with extra cum on top." Instead of drama, who bangs who first? Finale, I walk out to the surface, defeat all the zombies with one look, and say, "You're all fired, except the hot ones." And finally, the Madison, rich people in Montana or wherever. My remake, The Mad Ass Son. The star is a giant donkey named Madison, Republican of course, wearing a red MAGA cap. He owns a ranch where everybody walks around naked. The donkey bangs every mayor in the county, then holds a rally. We're gonna build a wall around my dick. Dirty? Yes. Funny? Extremely. Ratings? Better than the Oscars for losers. America, these are gonna be the greatest shows in television history. I'm gonna make TV great again. Sexy, stupid, and exactly the way real Americans love it. Thank you. God bless you. And God bless the United States of America. And my huge plans with animals in the starring roles.
Folks, listen, this is tremendous. The most tremendous thing. Nobody has a better club than me, okay? Mar-a-Lago. My beautiful, beautiful Mar-a-Lago. It's like Versailles, but with better Wi-Fi and more gold toilets. I mean, I walk in and people, very important people, billionaires, supermodels, whoever, they all stop and stare. They go, "Wow, that's Donald J. Trump." And I go, "Yes, yes it is, and you're welcome for the view." But let me tell you something funny, hilarious actually. Last week at Mar-a-Lago, I had this huge party, the best party. Everybody was there. Rudy Giuliani, looking fantastic by the way, still got that hair dye running down his face like a sad chocolate fountain. And we had Vanilla Ice performing Ice Ice Baby. Yes, 2026, and Vanilla Ice is headlining my New Year's bash. Why? Because he's tremendous, underrated genius. And there's this guy in a Ninja Turtle costume dancing behind him. I don't even know who hired him. Maybe it was Barron's new yerba mate startup friends. Who knows? But it was magical. Kristi Noem was in the front row singing every word like she wrote it. She knows all the lyrics, very committed, very on brand. And then, get this folks, this is the best part. We auctioned off a live painted portrait of Jesus. Blue eyes, perfect, very handsome Jesus. I was the auctioneer. I said, "Who wants this? Come on, it's Jesus. He loves winners." Went for $2.75 million. Tremendous. I think the buyer was some guy who thought it was me in disguise. Close enough. But here's where it gets really stupid. Stupid in a funny way. I have this AI video playing on the big screen. Me, shirtless, dancing with Putin and Xi Jinping to some Spanish song about communists. Spinning, twirling, open shirt, looking good by the way, fantastic shape, and everyone's laughing. I'm laughing. I mean, I just spent 3 days raging on Truth Social about Bad Bunny singing in Spanish at the Super Bowl. Nobody understands a word. Terrible. Worst ever. And then my own club turns into a full-on reggaeton fiesta with me as the dancing king in the video. Hypocrite? Maybe. Hilarious? Absolutely. I ate my words with extra hot sauce and called it cultural outreach. Very smart. And don't get me started on the classified documents thing. ancient history, folks, fake news. But sometimes when I'm in the ballroom, I look under the couch cushions and yell, "Hey, anybody see those nuclear codes? I think the maids hid them again." Everyone cracks up, hysterical. The FBI raided once. They found boxes of my McDonald's wrappers and thought it was top secret. I told them that's the special sauce formula, classified. They didn't laugh. No sense of humor. So anyway, come to Mar-a-Lago. It's the greatest. We have opera one night, truffle everything the next, then vanilla ice and Jesus auctions, and me dancing shirtless in AI with dictators. Very presidential, very classy. New slogan, the best ever. Make Mar-a-Lago cringe again. MMCRA. Huge, embarrassing, very Trump. Thank you. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. And if you see a Ninja Turtle wandering the halls, tell him the open bar is still going. Good night. Ladies and gentlemen, and all you other losers who showed up tonight, today I'm going to talk about golf, the greatest sport in the history of mankind. Believe me, nobody plays it better than me. Nobody. I step onto the course and everybody starts shaking. Even the grass is shaking because it knows Donald J. Trump is here to show how you hit a ball. My drive, 400 yards easy. Sometimes 420, sometimes 450. Depends how pissed I am at China that day. You know what my caddy says? "Sir, that was the best shot of my life." I say, "Of course it was, because it was my shot, dummy." Now about the holes. I always sink it on the first putt. Always. If I miss, it's not me missing, the hole moved. Fake news from the golf club. They moved it on purpose because they're jealous. Very jealous. Remember that time I played with, that very famous loser who's now sitting in a basement eating ice cream at 3 a.m.? He hits, ball goes straight into the water. 5 times in a row. I look at him and say, "Joe, this isn't golf. This is what you're doing to the country." And the women on the course, they don't come to watch the game, they come to watch me. Because when I stand over the ball like this, they realize that's a real alpha right there. Real one, not some skinny-wristed lefty. But the funniest thing? When I land in the bunker, everybody thinks, "Oh, Trump's in trouble." Ha! I walk into the sand, grab the sand wedge, and blast it straight into the hole. One shot from the bunker, because sand loves me. I built half my hotels on sand. I own sand. One time, just one time, I missed on purpose, just to see their faces. Ball flies into the woods. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, Trump missed." I turn around and say, "Folks, that was my plan. I was scouting the woods. Democrats might be hiding there. Now I know. Area's clear." And finally, you know why I always win at golf? Because I have the biggest number of holes in history. 18 holes in 18 minutes. Record. The world has never seen anything like it. Have you? No? Because you're not me. Thank you, America. Play golf. Or at least pretend you can, like Biden pretends he's president. Good night. Hey, America. This is Donald J. Trump, your smartest president in history. Believe me. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm going to end poverty once and for all. I have the best plan, the biggest plan, the most genius plan for fighting poverty that anyone has ever come up with. Democrats just gave poor people food and money like total losers, but I'm going to do it the smart way. First, we're giving every poor person a very smart parrot.
Not a regular parrot, a motivation parrot. This parrot will sit on their shoulder every morning and scream, "You're gonna be rich, you're gonna be rich, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin." And if the poor person still doesn't get rich, the parrot will shit golden poop right on their head. I already tested it, it's very motivating. Some people even started selling those shits as Trump gold. Poor people are happy, parrots are happy, I'm happy.
Second part of the plan, super smart. We're giving every poor family one very affectionate cow. We'll call her Cow of Success. The cow will live right in their apartment. To get rich, the poor person has to wake up every morning and give the cow a really good udder massage. The better the massage, the more milk they get. And we're going to sell that milk as Trump milk, the most patriotic milk in the world. I can already see poor people becoming millionaires because they'll be squeezing those cow tits really hard. This isn't dirty, this is economics. Very sexy economics. Third idea, pure genius. We're building special working zoos for poor people. Instead of factories, they'll take care of animals. One guy will brush a hippo's teeth. Another will give a giraffe a pedicure. And the hardest working one will hold the elephant's balls all winter so they don't freeze. I'll check personally. Elephant balls are very heavy, so it's great exercise. Anyone who works there for a full year gets a medal that says Best Elephant Ball Holder and a free hamburger from me.
And now the best part. To completely destroy poverty, I'm launching the Golden Trump Rain program. Every month, my personal helicopter will fly over poor neighborhoods and drop not money, but confetti shaped like little golden penises. Poor people can collect these little golden dicks, glue them on the wall, and look at them every day for motivation. Look, son, if you work hard, one day you'll have a big golden dick just like President Trump. Very inspiring, believe me. And finally, I will personally visit every poor neighborhood riding a giant pink flamingo. The flamingo will be called Flamingo of Greatness. I'll sit on its back and hand out my used socks to every poor person. These socks are soaked with my success sweat. The poor person has to wear the sock on their hand like a glove for a whole month. Anyone who doesn't take it off automatically stops being poor. This is science. This works. I already gave one sock to my gardener. Now he's a millionaire.
That's my plan. Huge, wet, stupid, and extremely effective. Poor people will be happy, animals will be happy, and I will be the greatest poverty-fighting president in history. Nobody has ever done anything like this. Thank you. God bless you. God bless the United States of America and my parrots, cows, elephants, and flamingos.
Folks, this is Donald J. Trump, the greatest dreamer who ever dreamed. Tonight, I'm telling you about my wildest, biggest, goldest dreams, about how I take over the whole world. And it's gonna be so easy, so beautiful, so nuclear, you laugh your heads off. Let's go. I dream I wake up in Mar-a-Lago, look out the window, and the entire planet is in my colors. Golden Trump towers from the North Pole to the South Pole. Penguins in little red MAGA hats sliding on the ice yelling, "Trump, Trump, we're for tariffs." I call Xi Jinping, "Xi, your Great Wall of China is now Trump Wall 2.0. I painted it gold. Pay rent or I put a casino on top." He goes quiet. I add, "By the way, your pandas now wear my ties. They look very cute and very expensive."
In my dream, I'm sitting on a pure gold throne in the White House, now officially renamed Trump White Gold House. Elon Musk walks in. Donald, Mars is mine. I go, Elon, you're late. I already built Trump Mars City. Golf course on the volcano, strip club in the crater, bar with Diet Coke and girls in spacesuits saying "Make Mars Great Again." You can fly in if you pay the toll, 1 Tesla per gram of Martian dust.
Then I dream about Iran. Oh, Iran, my favorite part of the dream. I'm standing on the roof of Trump Tower, Tehran. Yeah, I already built it in the dream. The Ayatollah calls, Donald, we're not afraid of your sanctions. I go, Ayatollah, you're not afraid? Big mistake. I already turned your nuclear sites into my new casinos. Now they're playing roulette with your missiles. Bet 1 bomb. Prize? I kiss you on the cheek. He screams, this is war. I say, no, this is my new reality show. Trump takes Tehran. Ratings through the roof. You're the biggest loser of the season. In the same dream, I'm walking the red carpet in Hollywood, but it's now Trumpwood. Taylor Swift is performing on my stage. I knew you were trouble. I interrupt, Taylor, wrong version. New lyrics, I knew you were trouble when you didn't endorse me in 2024. Now shake it off my way. Shake it right here on stage while I sign an executive order that all your exes have to pay me royalties for every song mentioned. Leo DiCaprio shows up in my dream with another 20-year-old. I go, Leo, new one again? You change girls more often than I change tweets. Only my tweets don't leave after 3 months with your phone number and a lawyer. Now your new girlfriend is wearing my tie like a scarf. Very cute and very expensive.
And the most mind-blowing moment of the dream. I'm standing on top of the world, literally on a giant globe I bought for myself. The whole planet is wearing red hats. Chinese, French, even Martians in spacesuits with MAGA patches. Cockroaches in the sewers are wearing tiny red hats, chanting USA, USA. Toads in the swamps croak 4 more years. Pigeons on every statue are dropping little golden flags instead of, you know what. I raise my arms and scream, I took it all, and it was so easy. I just had to be myself, the most beautiful, the richest, the most genius. Then I wake up, look in the mirror, and say, almost, baby, very soon. The biggest takeover in history, believe me. It's gonna be so nuclear the whole world will laugh and pay. Thank you. God bless America, and God bless my dreams. They're so huge, so golden, so everybody is already mine, they just don't know it yet level.